Welcome to another edition of the JerseyYorkPhilly and more Roundup, where we break down everything happening on weekends in the sports world across the tri-state area and beyond. I'm your host, John Coro, bringing you all the latest action, insight, and stories you won't want to miss. Starting off with Friday, the New York Yankees took down the New York Mets 5-2 in the Subway Series opener behind another dominant outing from Cam Schlittler. The Yankees broke things open with a 3-run third inning, while Ben Rice added this late homer for insurance.
Ben Rice serves one out to right. Benz is back for it out near the wall. It is gone. Ben Rice has crushed another one. He takes Kimbrel deep for his 14th home run this year.
Audio provided by the MLB YouTube page. Juan Soto gave the Mets life with a solo shot, but the Yankee bullpen shut the door late. The Philadelphia Phillies pulled off one of the wildest comebacks of the season, storming back from 6 runs down to beat the Pittsburgh Pirates 11-9 in 10 innings. Kyle Schwarber crushed 2 homers and drove in 5 runs, while Bryce Harper tied the game in the 9th before Brandon Marsh delivered the go-ahead hit in extras. The St. Louis Cardinals walked off the Kansas City Royals 5-4 in 11 innings after Yoel Pozo ripped a game-winning RBI single with 2 outs. Jordan Walker homered earlier for St. Louis on this swing.
Swing drive, center field. Isbell going back. He has no more room. Walker ties the game with a bomb to straightaway center.
Audio provided by the MLB YouTube page. The Cardinals answered every Royals lead before finally ending it in dramatic fashion. The Detroit Pistons kept their season alive with a commanding 115-94 Game 6 win over the Cleveland Cavaliers, forcing a decisive Game 7. Detroit dominated defensively from the start and never let Cleveland get comfortable as the series moved to 3-3. The San Antonio Spurs officially punched their ticket to the Western Conference Finals after blowing out the Minnesota Timberwolves 139-109 in Game 6. San Antonio's offense exploded early and never slowed down, eliminating Minnesota and setting up a matchup with the Oklahoma City Thunder. Moving on to Saturday, the Buffalo Sabres crushed the Montreal Canadiens 8-3 in Game 6 to force Game 7 after erupting for 7 unanswered goals. Rasmus Dahlin tied a franchise playoff record with 5 points, while Jack Quinn added 2 goals himself. Here is one of them.
Dahlin's in deep. Quinn scores! Jack Quinn, a one-timer! A power play goal! Buffalo back on top, 4-3.
Audio provided by the NHL YouTube page. Buffalo completely flipped the game after trailing early in Montreal. The New York Mets even up the Subway Series with a 6-3 win over the Yankees behind a 3 RBI night from Mark Vientos. Former Yankee Luke Weaver entered a bases-loaded jam in the 7th and escaped it without allowing a run, becoming the turning point of the game for the Mets bullpen. The Philadelphia Phillies shut out the Pittsburgh Pirates 6-0 thanks to a dominant complete game performance from Christopher Sanchez. He struck out a career-high 13 batters, while Bryce Harper launched this 3-run homer as Philadelphia continued their hot stretch.
Fly ball center field, that is absolutely crushed off the batter's eye in center field. A 3-run home run, and the Phillies have taken the early lead.
Audio provided by the MLB YouTube page. The Boston Red Sox edged the Atlanta Braves 3-2 after Wilson Contreras blasted a go-ahead 2-run homer in the 8th inning. Rookie pitcher Peyton Tolley gave Boston 8 strong innings before Aroldis Chapman escaped a bases-loaded jam in the 9th to seal the win. Aaron Rodgers is officially returning to the Pittsburgh Steelers on a 1-year deal for the 2026 season. After weeks of speculation, the veteran quarterback finalized the agreement Saturday night and is expected to reunite with new Steelers head coach Mike McCarthy. Shifting into Sunday, the Cleveland Cavaliers dominated the Detroit Pistons 125-94 in Game 7 to punch their ticket to the Eastern Conference Finals. Donovan Mitchell led the charge early while Cleveland's defense completely overwhelmed Detroit, turning the deciding game into a blowout by halftime. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander officially won his 2nd straight NBA MVP award after another incredible season with the Oklahoma City Thunder. SGA averaged over 32 points per game and led OKC to the top seed in the Western Conference, continuing to rise as one of the league's biggest stars. The New York Mets walked off the Yankees 7-6 to win the Subway Series after rallying late yet again. Tyrone Taylor came through with this clutch game-tying homer in the 9th inning.
Taylor gets a first pitch breaking ball, hits it deep down the line toward the pole, and it's out of here! Out of here! Tyrone Taylor ties the game with a 3-run homer!
Audio provided by the MLB YouTube page. The rookie Carson Bench played hero in extra innings. The Chicago White Sox also walked off their rival, taking down the Cubs 9-8 to win the Crosstown Series. Edgar Quero hit his first home run of the season to win the ballgame.
Quero sends this one deep to left center. Back it goes! It's gone!
Audio provided by the MLB YouTube page. Chicago's Southside crowd erupted as the White Sox capped off the rivalry series with late-game heroics. The Philadelphia Phillies shut out the Pittsburgh Pirates 6-0 for the second straight game, continuing their dominant weekend in Pittsburgh. Zach Wheeler tossed another gem on the mound while Bryce Harper stayed hot at the plate as the Phillies completed the sweep. And that'll do it for this edition of the Jersey, York, Philly, and more Roundup. Thanks for tuning in as we covered all the action from around the tri-state area and beyond. I'm John Coro, reminding you to stay locked in, stay passionate, and we'll catch you next time with more of the stories that matter most in sports.